Hello, Days Our Lives fans. This is for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Please like, subscribe, and share. I have not been on, and I'm a little behind because my mother has been dying, and she passed away Monday. We took her off life support, and she still lived for a couple of days, so it's been a stressful week or so. Anyway, this is for Monday, February the 17th. So, Johnny and Chanel are telling Tate, yeah, they're interested in adopting the baby. And he's like, are you kidding me? That's great. It's Sophia's mom. She finding somebody she'll approve of. We can't find anybody. And he told her she likes people from a good Christian home. And Chanel's worried that Sophia's mother won't approve of them. But, Sophia will be 18 by the time the baby is born. So we're still in Valentine's Day, I guess, most of this week still. And that's what's going on here with Javi Javi Hip Hoppy and Leo. They're having a nice little Valentine's. And getting snuggy and buggy. And, so did Patch and Kayla. Alright, so, this is still Monday. There's Stephanie and the Alex. They're still in Valentine's Day on this 19th. Ooh, boy, Valentine's Day lasts a long time in Salem, doesn't it? So Tate comes in and catches, what's his name there? And he seems a little surprised, but he goes on and Dougie 3 goes on and leaves. So for Tuesday, February 19th, that was yesterday. So, Abe and Paulina are having a nice little Valentine's dinner. And who comes to the door? It's EJ Demera. And he's wanting his job back, saying it doesn't look good for her to keep on the DA that Jada Hunter inspired her to hire. So Abe kindly escorted him out of the apartment. So that was a nice little, Paulina, man, she just thinks she's all that, doesn't she? I wouldn't mind seeing her come down a notch or two. So Dougie 3 is bonding a little bit with JJ. They're sharing their woes of women, and they're talking about the poetry and yada yada yada, until Gabby calls JJ and says, thanks for the flowers and come on over, baby. So, here Jada is. She's moving out of Rafe's house. And, And, of course, Rafe, Gabby hates to see her go and tells her she thinks her brother's a piece of crap, basically. And she gets these flowers. As you see, they're beautiful, and they are from JJ. And then she calls to thank him and ask him to come over, and he certainly does. So they're still in Valentine's Day. And, okay. So Rafe runs into Belle. She's trying to unwind after a bad day. And, she has no liking toward this man at all. No patience, nothing. And he's talking about, he just hated to find out all that stuff about Jada. And then he tries to kiss Belle and force himself on her. She pushes him off, and she's like, that will never happen again. Who do you think you are? Oh, man. He's a pig. That's who he is. I don't like, what's his name? Arnold. So, she goes right over to EJ's, and she's so upset, and she tells him what happened, and he's like, I'll kill him. And she's like, no, EJ, get back here. I controlled it. I got it all under control, so, you need to just cool your jets. I don't need you to defend me, although that's sweet. And he said, I'm sweet, eh? You find me sweet. And they end up kissing and stuff. So there he is, the loser, fake Rafe, who sees Jada earlier, and she's going to give him a little piece of her mind on her way out. And she says, I'm totally moved out of your house. No, nothing of me left. And he's like, well, hey, you want to hook up in my room here? And she's like, you're disgusting. Are you kidding me? So Holly and Tate finally do what we've all known they were going to do on Valentine's Day. So things are moving along with them. That's a wrap for Tuesday. Now for Wednesday, which is today, here we go. We have got, who is that? It is, we're taking up with EJ and Belle, and they go in to have a drink, and she's like, are you holding something back that I should know about and make me walk out that door? And he said, well, he did want to confide in her about something, but the phone rang, and it was Paulina, and when she got off the phone, he said, is everything all right? She took a drink of her drink and then threw it in his face, and I had that picture, and I don't see it here anywhere. Okay, well, that sucks. Oh, here it is. Yeah, she's just drinking her drink, and then she throws it in his face. She said, so you're trying to get my job. And he's like, you took my job. So they're the best DA's going to win. So here is Kate. She's trying to talk Philip out of moving back in the mansion because Xander invited him to move, that the brothers should live under the same roof. So she's like, can go so bad. And she's right, and it probably will. And he's like, Mom, nothing's going to go wrong. And she said, well, what if Sarah changes her mind? And he said, like, well, why would she? Everything's going peachy. Okay, so Xander's had a nice dinner ready for Sarah. She had 3 appendectomy surgeries she had to perform today. So she was just wore out. And then in comes Philip and interrupts. And he's like, oh, I didn't know anybody was in here. And Sarah said, well, now that you do. And he's like, no, come in and have a drink with my wife and keep her company while I go get our dessert out of the kitchen. And then Philip's telling him, I'm just going to go in the West Wing, far, far away from everybody, and I'll see y'all later. So here these two are, Sean and Jada, and they're both out bitching about Belle and Rafe. And she gets drunk. And they're playing, darts. And then he walks her home, and she says, Stephanie's not here, so the whole place we could have to ourselves. And Sean says, well, you're still hurting over Rafe, and I'm still hurting over Belle, and let's not do something we're going to regret. So he went on his merry way, and that's a wrap for today.